Hey, I'm Amy Sullivan, and this is the story behind my song Questions.
I've got questions always running through my head.
The initial idea for Questions actually came out of a bad day, as so many songs often do. I ended up having sort of a vision of all of these problems and worries and anxieties and fears, all the bad stuff that was weighing me down, swirling around like a storm or a tornado or something like that. And I was standing in the center of all of it, just watching them all sort of move around me. I realized there was a distance between me and all the things swirling around me. And I was able to stand there untouched and view all these things happening from a different perspective. They were not able to get close enough to me to really affect me. Questions to me is a great reminder that God promises us peace even in the midst of these hard things that we're going through. It speaks to the faithfulness of God and how He is still bigger than any of life's problems we may be facing. There are a lot of things in this world that just don't make a lot of sense. And I think some of those questions will probably not be answered until one day we meet Him face to face. And I think what we can cling to in the meantime is that God promises to be with us in the midst of those hard times and the unanswered questions. And the best part is He has promised us peace beyond our understanding that doesn't make sense. So when I think about that vision of me standing with all those troubles swirling around me and standing strong and feeling distance from them and not being affected by it, it just reminds me of that perfect peace in an imperfect world and how we can face these things with peace that just doesn't make sense in that situation. My favorite part of this song is definitely the bridge, where the lyrics say, "In the middle of the war, in the eye of the storm, I will find you." And that brings me personally so much comfort to know that we don't have to wait until the storm passes to run to God with what we're dealing with, that we can find Him right in the midst of our hardest and toughest moments. My hope for this song is that it will just remind you that whatever you may be facing in your life right now, God is right there with you in the midst of it. You can trust Him, and He will give you the peace that passes all understanding.